After being in the desert and mountains for so long, it was time now for the city.
Where are we, Quan Cow?
We at San Francisco.
San Francisco? Where are we going, guys? Chinatown? First stop?
Yeah, Chinatown.
Okay.
But we just ate.
Wow, that Golden Gate Bridge is so pretty. What do you think about the bridge? You like it?
It was a nice little break in San Francisco, but the journey would have to continue. Our next stop was Donner Pass, so we'd head back to Truckee.
West Virginia, back to mama, take me home, country road.
All my memories gather around her.
Turn left onto Donner Lake Road.
Ghostesser and Tulip Asian Chili.
Alright, what are my directions again?
Spencer,
Yeah.
you missed.
I missed the turn?
3.2
Yeah.
miles
You're
at the
supposed to do your
roundabout.
job.
Ow!
Exit onto Donner Pass Road.
It's 24 minutes เลย Follow the road sir Turn left Follow the road sir
Why are you calling me sir? Not to be polite, but as a nickname for Spencer, right?
Yeah
But it sounds like you're
sir
saying. Okay, that's good. I need navigation.
Follow the road sir What you want to go huh Just follow the road and see You can turn left You can turn right huh That's go straight
Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh ho
Don't hurt me. Okay, Amelia, where are we going? Where are we going this time?
Where are we going? We go Donner Tunnel Donner Submit Tunnel
Yeah, I think that's right. So this was an old tunnel dug for the old railway out here by Chinese laborers. Let me not slip here. We're almost to it. That's cool. So I don't think you can see me, but I'll talk anyway. This tunnel was dug for the railroads here out in 1800s. It was built by the Chinese laborers in this area. They'd work day after day, packing the rock with dynamite, blowing it up, and it was a very long process. We're using this tunnel to get to the petroglyphs. They're right through the mountainside here. We're not far from them now. Who's that?
Who's that?
Oh my gosh. Ah. that snow?
Yeah.
No way. It's 70 degrees out, that's why. Surprising, I'm not used to this.
Calm and peaceful today, this was the area of the Donner Party catastrophe back in the 1840s. I wasn't here to tell that story today. This was a dark place not too long ago.
So the next section of the tunnel, what do you think, Amelia?
It's really good.
You like it?
Yeah, I like it.
Okay, so the petroglyphs are around here somewhere. And we're hearing bats up here. There's somewhere up there. It's probably what that old smell is. So we're gonna exit the tunnels and go up this way. Not far. This is the way down.
No, it's so scary. No, no, no.
I'm just kidding. That's not the way down.
Maybe follow them. Okay, Seven, so we're gonna go down like them, okay? Are you ready?
I'm ready, let's not fall. So this is the most easily accessible petroglyph area in the Lake Tahoe area. This word again. We're almost there, it's down the cliffside. What happened?
I don't wanna go down.
You scared?
No, I'm scared I'm gonna fall down.
They're all fine, look, there's all the kids and stuff.
Because they don't scare to die.
They're not scared to die.
Let's go.
So just imagining the Native American people from around this area coming all the way up here through the mountain passes. They didn't have tunnels like we did. Must have felt spiritual in a way, being all the way up here. The energy's very peaceful. I'm excited to see these. I hope they haven't been vandalized at all. That's the case for a lot of the petroglyphs, unfortunately. Imagine painting graffiti up here. How stupid you'd have to be to do that. Who graffiti's a nature thing?
I still don't know what type of...
It means rock carving. That a human took the time to carve into rock.
I wanna pee here.
No.
We're having a trust building exercise.
The person that's being blindfolded will lead you after. So treat them as you want to be treated.
So people are just camping out right on top of the petroglyphs, doing some blindfold exercise, some tour guide thing. Everybody was just standing on top of the ancient carvings. It's a little frustrating, but I'm not trying to be a complainer.
What is that? You don't have sun hats or sunscreen. You get that stuff on.
There's more of them up here. So to my understanding, these were carved by the Maidu people, which were ancestors of the, I've been calling them Washu, but it's actually Washishu people. Is what I believe, that's what the pronunciation sign said over here. They're likely thousands of years old. These ones are a lot harder to see than some of the other petroglyphs we've seen, possibly making them older, although it's not the same material as the other ones, like the one near Lovelock Cave, the rocks near Lovelock Cave. Those are carved out of a volcanic rock. They have a layer of rock varnish over them, so it makes for really good carvings. Here they don't have as good of a canvas, if you will, but they still have carved here nonetheless. Oh, here we go, even more. These ones are a little more clear. So again, a lot of these geometric patterns and shapes. And then there's a bunch of symbols and etchings down there. That was another ancient site in America. This was around the Tahoe area. Let's move on to the next one.
Yay!
So I'm at the Maidu Museum, heading towards San Francisco out here in California. Drove from Tahoe. It's about to close. On the trail out here, I got 4 minutes to see these things. I checked out the museum. I didn't realize the trail closed, so I told him I was gonna run around. Here's another one of the petroglyphs. It's hard to make out any of these. But there's a lot of history here. I wish I could tell the story, but I don't have a lot of information and a lot of time. I'm gonna check these out real quick and spray back. Grinding rocks around here. This whole trip, oh, there's one more. This whole trip's been a rush. I've had to run around everywhere. But at least I get to, right? Okay, this area's closed off. It's a stream here for resource gathering. We would have had all sorts of trade routes linked up between these rivers and streams. Later on, as Europeans would come, these would make way for a lot of the caravans and then eventual highways. I'm out of shape. We're almost back. It's past 5. Well, I did it anyway.
So I am now officially in Jackson, California. This was not a part of the plan. I went up to the Maidu Museum. I was in a rush to get to there because it was about to close, and it was going to be closed for a few days going on through the 4th of July. Being already out here, I decided to continue on. There were a few more sites I wanted to visit. Not far are some cave sites and 2 village sites. We're going to check those out, and then we're going to head back to Truckee. Right now I have this little hotel. It's a nice place. I'm excited to continue this journey. As usual, I'm kind of going on running and gunning, going on spur of the moment, but I hope you enjoy it. We still got the rental car, so come along with me. Let's continue this adventure. I was now nearing Mercer Caverns. While I was not allowed to record here, there was a story, and I could take pictures. 1,500 to 2,000 years ago, long before European settlers arrived, there was an entrance to a cave. Known at least by a few individuals, this cave was used as a mortuary. The Miwok or Yokut people had taken 6 bodies and rolled them into the cave as a form of burial in a sacred place. This was one telling of the story, a reason for bodies being found here. But there was another version. Speaking to our guide, I was told these people may have been a family taking shelter in the cave, they became lost, maybe losing their light source or delving too deep into the maze they were unable to escape. 4 adults, 1 child, and 1 infant. These were those lost to the darkness or buried within it. As time passed, the entrance to this underground complex was sealed until one summer day. It was September 1st in 1885. A man named Walter J. Mercer had been prospecting for gold, but was not having success. Deciding then to rest under the shade of some trees, he could feel a cold draft of air. There was a small hole in the ground, about the size of his fist. This was now the cavern's only opening, the only lifeline to the story sealed within. Now I was here, and there wasn't much talk of the Native Americans. The history may be largely unknown, nevertheless I saw a story of the individual. 6 people of the billions who've existed. I wondered what had happened, who they were, what their lives were like.
So, was going to head up to the Chaw-Se sort of roundhouse site, but the mountains were so treacherous, I was low on gas, I ended up turning around. But we're here at a different site now. This is a site of the Miwok people, another tribe here in California. These people would also build roundhouses like the Chaw-Se that I was going to see. We're right around the corner from a few of these small houses. But the culture here, they would gather acorns like with a lot of the other cultures we've seen around California and Nevada. They'd gather these acorns and they'd grind them in these mortar stones that we've seen all across these 2 states. They'd grind them up, they'd turn them into a sort of flour. They'd make bread that was almost like tortillas. The men would hunt and fish around this area as well, do some trapping. But we're near some of the petroglyphs. There's more of them, all the way out here. 360 something, in fact. So we'll see if we can get a good look at them. So here's the mortar cups, known as Chaw-Se was their word for it, if I'm saying that correctly. So all in these, they would grind up acorns and all sorts of other resources. You can imagine how many people would be around here back in the day. So you can see some of the petroglyphs amongst the mortar holes here, but they're harder to make out. There's a massive hole in the stone here. Now we'll check out one of the traditionally made huts here. This of course is a reconstruction. Obviously wood wouldn't survive to this day, but let's check it out. There's a little lizard in there. Guess we gotta watch out for snakes as well. Something's moving around up there. I wonder if it's a bat or something, but I'm not gonna stick around to find out. Today you can only imagine the gatherings that would have taken place around here, the laughter, the conversations, the lives of people, all right in this area. This would have been a central hub for these people, the Miwok. If this was a permanent settlement, I can't say, but the Native Americans would definitely have gathered around here. Various tribes, I'd guess. Definitely large marking in this huge landscape. You can kind of make out some of the petroglyphs here, these lines. Now we're approaching the roundhouse. This would have been a common building built by the people around the California area. We'll see it in a moment here. There's a few more of these Chaw-Se mortar holes in this area. These ones are larger. One of my thoughts is them possibly being used to cook food, sort of making soups, something like that. You know, dropping like a hot coal in one of those bigger mortar holes. But I'm no expert. So unfortunately we can't go in it today because it's still in use by Native American people for ceremonial purposes. So it's locked off for now. But that's another site of many. You can see the diversity in the Native American people that we don't even necessarily think of. There are so many tribes. That's why it was always hard for the Native Americans to fight back against European expansion. They were already sort of divided into all sorts of different groups of people. They weren't a united one front group of people. But that's pretty much this journey finished. We got one more place to return to. That'll happen tomorrow. And after that, the season, I guess, will be finished until the next adventure. There's a few more huts out here I'm gonna check out, and then we'll head on.